In a grand mansion where silence reigned supreme, a billionaire couple found themselves grappling with an unimaginable struggle. Their son, born mute, cast a heavy shadow over their lives. The hopes and dreams they had once envisioned for their child now felt like distant echoes drowned out by an unrelenting quiet. This tale takes us deep into the heart of family dynamics, revealing how an unexpected hero, a devoted maid named Clara, embarked on a journey to unlock the mystery behind the boy's silence, spurred by the discovery of an ancient artifact hidden away in the attic. What if this forgotten key, steeped in history, held the power to not only restore the child's voice, but also to mend the fractures within their family? As Clara formed a deep bond with young Oliver, she bravely confronted the skepticism of his parents, who were ensnared by their own fears and expectations. This narrative prompts a profound inquiry. How often do we overlook the potential within our loved ones simply because we fail to recognize it ourselves? Amid moments of tension and revelation, Clara encouraged Oliver to engage with the key, leading to a miraculous breakthrough that would forever alter their lives. This story invites us to reflect on the significance of listening, understanding, and nurturing connections that have the capacity to transform silence into sound. Join us as we explore how a small, ancient object can change a family's fate and unveil the hidden gifts we sometimes fail to see. Are you ready to discover how love, compassion, and a touch of the extraordinary can weave together the fabric of our existence? Stay with us as we unravel this heartwarming narrative of redemption and growth, and learn how genuine attention can unlock the voices we yearn to hear. In the opulent mansion where shadows danced along the walls, a heavy silence enveloped the family, creating an atmosphere thick with unspoken words. Mr. and Mrs. Hawthorne possessed everything one could dream of: wealth, status, and a stunning home. Yet they were haunted by the silence of their only child, Oliver, who had entered the world without a voice. From that fateful moment, his voice remained locked away, leaving his parents in a state of perpetual despair. They surrounded him with the finest specialists and therapists their fortune could afford, yet all their efforts ended in silence, deepening their isolation and widening the chasm of unmet hopes. Have you ever felt the weight of expectations pressing down on you? The Hawthornes were certainly familiar with that burden, struggling to fulfill their roles as parents while navigating societal pressures that demanded perfection. The mansion, once a symbol of their success, had morphed into a gilded cage, echoing with unspoken fears of what the future held. Amidst this turmoil, Clara, the devoted maid, emerged as a beacon of hope. Her own life had been marked by trials and losses, shaping her into a compassionate individual who vowed to protect those in need. Clara found solace in caring for Oliver, recognizing a flicker of resilience in him that others failed to see. While his parents were consumed by sorrow, Clara cultivated a connection with the boy, often noticing how he seemed to respond to the faintest sounds, an instinct that went unnoticed by his family. One fateful day, while rummaging through the attic for forgotten treasures, Clara stumbled upon an ancient artifact, a beautifully ornate key covered in dust and steeped in mystery. This key would come to represent more than just an object. It held the potential to unlock not only Oliver's voice, but also the family's understanding of him. What could this key reveal about the depths of communication that go beyond spoken words? As Clara began to explore the significance of the key with Oliver, she observed subtle transformations in his demeanor. He would lean closer to her when she held the key, his wide eyes brimming with curiosity, as if he could sense its vibrant energy. Their bond deepened over countless afternoons, bathed in sunlight, the key resting gently in Clara's hands as she shared stories about its history, weaving tales of adventure and wonder. Encouraging him to explore the sounds the key might create, she dismissed the doubts of Mr. Hawthorne, who remained entrenched in skepticism, fearful of departing from what society deemed normal. Have you ever felt compelled to believe in something when others doubted? Clara understood this sentiment all too well, facing not only the disbelief of Oliver's parents, but also the cautious glances from the butler, who preferred the familiarity of routine over any deviation. As the bond between Clara and Oliver grew stronger, tension escalated within the mansion. One serene afternoon, as the sun began to set, Clara guided Oliver to engage with the key, encouraging his small hands to explore its intricate design. As he touched it, a soft resonance emerged, a sound that vibrated through the air and into the very essence of their beings. In that tranquil moment, something extraordinary unfolded. Oliver, with a voice fragile like a whisper, uttered his first words. The sound shattered the stillness of the mansion, sending shockwaves through the family. Mr. and Mrs. Hawthorne stood in disbelief, overwhelmed by a whirlwind of emotions, confusion, fear, and a flicker of hope. They faced the reality that their son had a voice, one they had never thought possible. As the initial shock faded, Clara recognized that they now faced a new challenge: validation. Determined not to let this moment slip away, she sought to uncover the truth behind the key's astonishing effect on Oliver. What if this key was more than just a relic? What if it held a deeper connection to a lineage of communicative gifts? Through her research, Clara unearthed documents revealing a historical connection, generations of individuals who had possessed similar abilities, all linked to this very artifact. Her discoveries began to illuminate the family's journey, offering them not only hope, but also a deeper understanding of the extraordinary potential that lay within Oliver. As the narrative unfolds, it becomes clear that this journey is not just about unlocking a voice. It is about recognizing the unrecognized and embracing the hidden gifts that exist within us all. Clara, through her unwavering dedication, becomes a catalyst for transformation, inviting the Hawthorne family to reconsider their assumptions and fears. What can we learn from this story about the power of compassion, the importance of listening, and the magic that can happen when we choose to see beyond the surface? Join us as we continue to explore this touching tale, revealing how one small key can change a family's fate, and how love can ultimately break the silence that binds us. As the Hawthorne family continued to navigate their complex emotions, they found themselves confronted by their past mistakes and failures in recognizing Oliver's potential. The father, initially engulfed in outrage over his ignorance, began to experience a transformative shift. He realized how profoundly he had overlooked his son's unique gifts, blinded by societal expectations and his own fears. Have you ever had a moment of realization that altered your perspective entirely? This narrative reached a pivotal turning point as the family gathered to reflect on their journey together. In an act of public accountability, they decided to share their story with the community, issuing a heartfelt apology for their past lack of understanding. They opened both their hearts and their home, inviting others to witness the profound transformation that had taken place within them, showcasing the beauty of embracing the unconventional. Clara, who had once been viewed merely as a domestic figure, was finally recognized for her invaluable contributions to their lives, restoring her dignity and solidifying her place within the family unit. The reunion between Oliver and his parents mirrored the earlier void, now filled with warmth, understanding, and a firm commitment to nurture Oliver's voice, both literally and figuratively. As life settled into this new rhythm, the mansion transformed from a sanctuary of silence into a vibrant home filled with laughter and connection. The once forgotten key was prominently displayed in the living space, serving as a powerful symbol of the journey they had undertaken together. It represented not just Oliver's voice, but also the importance of listening and caring for one another, transcending mere words and expectations. The story concludes with a gentle moral. Genuine attention and compassion can unlock the hidden potential in those we love. It invites viewers to reflect on their own relationships and the power of connection, encouraging them to share their thoughts and experiences in the comments below. As Clara continued to delve into the peculiar connection between the ancient key and the mute child, the atmosphere within the grand mansion shifted subtly. The once ominous silence began to resonate with a sense of possibility, especially as Clara noticed the child's eyes lighting up whenever the key was near. It was as if the object held a secret language, one that only he could comprehend. The ornate key, its surface adorned with intricate designs, had been discovered dust-covered and forgotten in the attic. It seemed to whisper the stories of generations past, beckoning the boy to unlock not just a door, but a part of himself that had remained hidden. In a world where the child's silence was a source of confusion and despair, this key emerged as a symbol of hope. an ancient artifact that hinted at a deeper connection between the boy and his lineage. With each passing day, Clara encouraged the child to engage with the key, to explore its textures and sounds. She would hold it up to the light, allowing its patterns to dance across the walls, and together they would sit in quiet moments, listening to the faint echoes that seemed to linger in the air. It was during one such afternoon that something remarkable happened. As Clara gently tapped the key against a wooden surface, the boy, entranced, began to mimic the sound. It was a soft, tentative attempt, but it filled the room with a warmth that had long been absent. Clara's heart raced. Could this be the beginning of something extraordinary? It felt as if the key had unlocked not just a sound, but a bridge to communication. The parents, however, remained skeptical. Their disbelief was palpable as they observed these moments from a distance, caught in their own fears and expectations. They had invested so much in specialists and therapies that promised to address their son's silence, but none had borne fruit. Now, here was this seemingly trivial object, a mere key becoming the focus of hope. The butler, ever the voice of caution, warned Clara against indulging in what he considered fanciful thinking. "It's just a key, nothing more," he would assert, his tone tinged with disbelief. Yet Clara stood firm in her conviction, sensing a shift in the atmosphere each time the child engaged with the artifact. As Clara and the boy continued their exploration, the ambience within the mansion transformed. The once isolated corners of the home began to breathe again, filled with the echoes of laughter and the soft sounds of discovery. The child's attempts at communication, however tentative, sparked a glimmer of joy in Clara's heart, as if the key was more than just a physical object, but a conduit for emotional expression. It was fascinating to consider how something so small could have such a profound impact. Have you ever experienced a moment where a simple object changed everything for you? Despite the nurturing environment Clara created, the parents felt increasingly out of control. They had always believed that silence was a deficiency, something to be fixed. They hesitated to accept that their child might possess a different kind of voice, one that didn't conform to societal norms. The more they resisted Clara's unconventional methods, the stronger her resolve grew. She knew that the ancient key held secrets beyond their understanding. Clara's own past struggles with loss and grief propelled her forward. She understood the importance of connection and the power of finding one's voice. In a quiet yet powerful way, she became an advocate for the boy, championing his right to express himself, regardless of the form it took. One day, Clara decided to take a bold step. She gathered her courage and invited the parents to witness a special moment. She wanted them to see the boy interacting with the key, to feel the energy in the room when he touched it. As she prepared, she contemplated how this ancient artifact was not just a key to communication, but a key to understanding each other as a family. Clara believed that if they could embrace the magic of this moment, it could bridge the gaps that had formed between them. The tension in the air was palpable as they gathered together, each of them aware that they stood on the brink of something significant. Would they be willing to unlock their hearts and minds to the possibilities awaiting them? Would they finally see the beauty in their son's unique expression? In that moment, hope flickered like a candle in the darkness, ready to illuminate their path forward. As the family gathered in the living room, Clara's heart raced with a mix of anticipation and hope. She clutched the ornate key, its intricate design shimmering in the soft light. Would this be the moment they finally saw what she had discovered? The child, curious and wide-eyed, reached out for the key, and Clara gently guided his hand, encouraging him to tap it against the polished table. Suddenly, an unexpected sound filled the room, a soft, ethereal chime that seemed to resonate with life itself. The parents stood in stunned silence, their skepticism wavering as they witnessed their son interacting with the key in a way that transcended mere words. It was a moment of pure connection, as if the key had unlocked a hidden chamber within their hearts, revealing a pathway to understanding that had long been silenced. In that fleeting instant, Clara sensed a shift in the atmosphere. The parents began to see their son not as a puzzle to be solved, but as a unique individual, rich with his own form of communication. The ancient key, once just an object of curiosity, transformed into a powerful symbol of their child's potential. It marked a turning point, a moment when the impossible began to feel possible. Clara felt a swell of hope as she recognized the profound impact the key could have on reshaping their family's narrative. As days passed, the child's newfound ability to express himself blossomed. He began to associate sounds with emotions, using the key as a conduit to convey feelings he had previously struggled to articulate. Clara watched with a sense of pride and awe as the boy's world expanded, each interaction with the key unlocking not just sound, but a deeper understanding of love, connection, and acceptance. The parents, too, began to transform, their hearts opening as they witnessed the profound bond forming before their eyes. It became a testament to the power of listening and the importance of embracing each other's uniqueness. Reflecting on this journey, it was evident that the ancient key had become a beacon of hope, lighting the way to healing for the entire family. In a world that often seeks to define communication through a singular lens, they discovered that every voice deserves to be heard, regardless of how it manifests. The mansion, once echoing with silence, now resonated with laughter, love, and understanding. This raises an intriguing question. How do we unlock the potential in those around us? As they moved forward, the family embraced their new rhythm, each day marked by the sounds of connection, the gentle chime of the key, the laughter of a child, and the warmth of shared moments. The moral of this story is clear. Genuine attention and compassion can unlock the hidden potential in those we love. If this narrative resonates with you, consider sharing your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections can foster deeper understanding and connection within our community. In that expansive mansion, where silence had once reigned supreme, a new energy began to stir, largely due to the quiet determination of Clara, the devoted maid. She had always been a keen observer, a skill honed through years of navigating the complex dynamics of the wealthy family she served. Clara understood the weight of expectations that hung over the boy, whose silence had become a source of anguish for his parents. Yet it was her nurturing spirit that inspired hope, as she recognized the potential buried beneath layers of despair. The ancient key she had discovered was not merely an artifact. It was a bridge to understanding and connection. As she guided the child to explore the sounds associated with it, she witnessed something extraordinary. The boy's eyes lit up, and his small fingers danced across the surface of the key, responding to its whispers of history and possibility. Have you ever felt that connection with an object that seemed to hold more meaning than just its physical presence? Clara believed that this key had a story to tell, one that could unlock not just the boy's voice, but also the hearts of those around him. The bond between Clara and the child deepened, marked by shared moments of discovery and wonder. Each time the boy engaged with the key, Clara glimpsed a vibrant personality that had long been silenced. While the parents remained hesitant, clinging to their disbelief, Clara pressed on, determined to help the child find his voice. The tension within the household grew palpable. The butler often muttered warnings about the dangers of straying from established norms, while the parents battled their own fears and insecurities. Yet Clara remained undeterred. She believed in the impossible, her unwavering faith challenging the status quo. This prompts us to consider how often we allow skepticism to cloud our perception of what is truly possible. Through Clara's eyes, viewers could see the potential for change, a reminder that sometimes the most profound transformations begin in the quietest of spaces. In a pivotal moment, Clara crafted an opportunity for the boy to engage with the key in a way that felt safe, yet daring. Under the soft glow of evening light, she encouraged him to press the key against his heart, inviting the sounds to resonate within him. As he did so, a gentle vibration coursed through him, and in that moment of connection, he uttered his first words, a simple hello that echoed through the halls like a long-lost melody. The air crackled with disbelief, and Clara's heart swelled with pride. This was the impossible act, a moment that defied all odds, and yet it unfolded through patience and love. The boy was not only finding his voice, but also reclaiming his place within the family. It makes one wonder, how many voices remain unheard due to fear or misunderstanding? Clara's actions revealed a truth that many might overlook, illustrating that when we listen with our hearts, we can uncover the beauty hidden within silence. As the family embraced this new chapter, they learned to celebrate every sound, every shared laugh, and every whispered word, weaving a tapestry of connection that would forever change their lives. In the heart of the mansion, a transformation was unfolding, one that would ripple through the lives of everyone within its walls. As Clara, the devoted maid, stood by the boy's side, she felt a sense of purpose ignite within her. The initial shock that had gripped the room slowly gave way to an atmosphere thick with emotion. It was a moment of reckoning for the boy's parents, who grappled with the reality of their son's newfound ability to communicate. The journey from disbelief to acceptance was not an easy one. The father, initially overwhelmed by feelings of outrage at the years lost, began to realize the profound impact of Clara's unwavering belief in their son. She had illuminated a path forward, and he could no longer ignore the potential that had been stifled for so long. This revelation forced the parents to confront their own limitations and acknowledge the roles they had unintentionally played in their son's silence. It became clear that this moment was not just about the boy's voice. It was a powerful reminder of the importance of listening, not only with our ears, but also with our hearts. Have you ever considered how your own perceptions might shape someone else's reality? As Clara sought validation for the boy's progress, she uncovered historical documents that revealed the Key's lineage, a legacy of communicative gifts passed down through generations. This discovery connected the boy to a rich family history intertwined with the magic of connection. It was more than just a key. It represented a bridge to understanding and acceptance. The evidence presented to the parents was compelling, forcing them to re-evaluate their approach and attitudes toward their son. Clara's role evolved from that of a caregiver to a vital advocate, highlighting the need to honor each individual's unique voice. The father's transformation culminated in a heartfelt acknowledgement of Clara's contributions. He began to understand that embracing the unconventional could lead to profound growth, both for himself and for his family. In a remarkable show of commitment to change, the family decided to publicly share their journey. They issued a sincere apology to the community, recognizing their previous misunderstandings and highlighting the importance of supporting families facing similar challenges. Clara was finally honored, her dignity restored, as she was acknowledged not just as a domestic figure but as an essential part of the family's healing journey. This public reckoning marked a significant shift, filling the mansion with warmth and understanding, replacing the cold silence that had once dominated their lives. It became a moment to reflect on the power of vulnerability and the strength that comes from admitting our mistakes. Have you ever witnessed how honesty can lead to healing? As life within the mansion settled into a new rhythm, the atmosphere transformed dramatically. The once ignored key became a cherished symbol of the boy's voice and the importance of nurturing connections. It found its place in a prominent spot, serving as a daily reminder of the lessons learned through Clara's perseverance. The mansion, which had once echoed with silence, now resonated with laughter, love, and a renewed sense of family. Each interaction reflected their commitment to listen and understand one another, and the boys' journey became a catalyst for change that extended far beyond their household. The moral of this story is clear. Genuine attention and compassion can unlock hidden potential in those we love, reminding us that sometimes it takes a gentle touch to reveal the extraordinary. If you've been moved by this story, I encourage you to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Your insights could inspire someone else on their journey. In the grand expanse of the mansion, silence that once felt suffocating transformed into a symphony of connection and understanding. The journey of the billionaire's son, born mute, was not merely about his struggle to find his voice. It was a profound exploration of the bonds that tie us all together. Clara emerged as an unexpected hero, illustrating that sometimes it takes the gentlest of souls to uncover the most significant truths hidden beneath layers of silence and doubt. Through her unwavering belief in the boy's potential and the discovery of the ancient key, the impossible became possible. This ornate artifact, forgotten in the attic, resonated not only with echoes of the past, but also with the boy's unspoken desires, bridging the chasm between his silence and the world around him. As Clara encouraged the child to engage with the key, she fostered a bond that transcended the skepticism of his parents and the imposing atmosphere of the mansion. The moment he spoke, his first words sent ripples of shock through the family, challenging their perceptions and forcing them to confront their fears and misconceptions. The father's transition from disbelief to acceptance was particularly poignant, symbolizing a shift not just in his understanding of his son, but also in his role as a parent. The discovery of the key's historical significance underscored a lineage of communicative gifts, revealing that the boy's silence was not a barrier, but rather a doorway to deeper connections. In the aftermath of this revelation, the family took a courageous step, publicly acknowledging their past misunderstandings and committing to support others facing similar struggles. Clara was finally recognized for her invaluable contribution, seen not merely as a maid, but as an integral part of their healing journey. The mansion, once filled with cold silence, became a haven of warmth, laughter, and shared experiences, with the ancient key taking its rightful place as a symbol of hope and understanding. As we reflect on this inspiring story, we are reminded of the power of listening and the importance of nurturing the connections we share with those we love. It serves as a poignant reminder that true potential often lies hidden, waiting for someone to recognize and unlock it. In our own lives, let us strive to be like Clara, offering kindness and support to those in need and embracing the beauty of human connection. As we part ways today, consider how you can apply this lesson in your own relationships, be it with a loved one, a friend, or even a stranger. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this conversation about empathy, understanding, and the potential that lies within each of us. Remember, sometimes it takes just a little encouragement to uncover the extraordinary within us all. As we conclude this incredible journey, remember that every challenge can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. The ancient key symbolizes the wisdom we all possess to unlock our true potential. Embrace the connections we've forged and cherish the paths we've taken, for every step leads us closer to understanding ourselves and each other. Let this story inspire you to seek the extraordinary in your own life, and may you always find the courage to embark on new adventures.